Laura, you about to go in your crib in a second. You can play with this in your crib. What are we not going to do with that? Something trying to jump off the damn bed. You got the hiccups, jeez. I know the feeling.
Gosh, isn't no box about by Roblox work? Dollar man charged with kidnapping 11-year-old girl kidnapping Roblox. What's he laughing?
What are you doing? Here, I can with you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Ravens and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Solid finish to the opening drive. And look, when you get down around the goal line, you have to account for his legs. We saw it right there.
Yeah, that's the added dimension to the offense, isn't it? Remember what the offensive line coach told us earlier this week? I told my guys, he's going to run it. We have to make sure he stays protected. Opportunity.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. This defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Falcons sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played at optimal level.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. 30 up to the 33. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. After that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That backs him up and brings up 3rd down.
Well, how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting it.
And this time he is in. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really. Tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 58 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on first down. That's some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From Falcons. Raiders 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They go play action with Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates. Great. And oh, he coughed it up. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Big play there. Ryan's 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Flushed out right. The quick feet by Jackson. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
He finds his man complete. That's Flowers. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start our tour at Raymond James Stadium. Cleveland in town to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. The Browns locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Mixon, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown run. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and they didn't get a whole lot of...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left side. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 2nd and 2. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Called in a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Jackson looking to throw on third. And that will be incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just... yards upon as he gets this away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. Certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, but this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay
Jackson now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just now being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.